Magi, The Adventures of Sinbad, chapter 58. I love this manga, and I hope it gets animated. I know they have like 3 or 4 episodes out, and I saw it already, but hopefully it gets animated. But here goes the review. Alright, the chapter start off with Drago. He's basically like Frankenstein monster. No, it's not Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was a scientist who invented him. But anyway, yeah, so he's basically like a monster to everyone right now. He's not terrorizing people, but you know, if you see a big old Hulk looking creature walking down the street, you're gonna get pretty freaked out too. And Drago and his people and the princess, they're in like a fight, and Drago had to, he had to I am Hulk on everybody. So without Drago, they wouldn't even be in the Ream Empire in the first place. Because even like in the previous chapter before, how she was just crying like, oh, we're gonna die, we can't make this, because they kept getting attacked going to the Ream Empire, and there's only it's a few people. It's not like the princess is traveling with an entire army. She's only traveling with like a few people, and like they was getting scraped at one point in the last chapter, and Drago had to turn up. He had to save him, so he just turned monstrous basically. But that was last week's chapter. This week's chapter, he had to turn monster again. While they were leaving the Ream Empire, they're attacked again, and of course he wants to protect his princess, so he went Hulk. And while he was in his little Hulk mode, he was so blinded by his rage and anger, he's just chopping people in half with his claws and stuff. He accidentally got hold of the princess and started choking Princess, whatchamacallit, I forgot her name's long name, Sorcerer or something, but he started choking her, and like she couldn't believe it. The man she grew up with from little kids and stuff, and she was heartbroken. She even accidentally called him a monster. Yes, they grew up with each other, and she called him a monster, but she didn't mean it. However, she quickly took it back and said, "Oh, I didn't mean this, whatever." And I guess they made up, I guess you could say. But after this little incident, while they were still leaving the Ream Empire, Drago and everybody, they stopped in a city, a little town, and he saw that little kids playing around, people at the marketplace, and then he just thought of like, man, anyway, this country is in like a war. It doesn't seem like they're in a war. They're like living ordinary lives. And while I was reading this chapter, the first thing that came to my mind was a book I read in high school called All Quiet on the Western Front. Took place in World War I with the Germans and the Allied and Axis, whatever. And it was just a part when one German guy, to kill an Allied power guy in a trench, and I think it's Allied power. I don't know much about World War I. I know more about WW2, but and he was just thinking like, man, I just killed this guy. This guy could have been like an ordinary person like me, had a wife and kids at home, and it wasn't wife and kids, but basically that's what he was saying. He had a wife and kids at home, went to work, got off work, probably enjoyed a beer, a brewster or two, and whatnot. So it just hit Drago to his heart that these are like my Empire people, and they're just ordinary people trying to enjoy life. And the one thing I like about the thing, like the hulking people who look strange, they know they look strange. They don't scare people. People get scared if you just approach them. You just turn behind them and tap them on the shoulder. Spooked, whatever. This guy, Drago, goes up to little kids. Little kids playing on the street. Fell down, whatever. There's a little brother and a little sister. Little kids playing around. Went up behind them. One of them tripped. He tried to, hey, you need some help picking up? Bro. People trip over creepy people, just regular looking human beings looking creepy. How do you think they're going to act when they see you trying to touch little kids? I mean, come on, man. Bro, really? So, before you know it, the next thing we had on our hands was a riot. The people like, whoa, what's that creature looking? They called him, they said, look at that thing with the claws. Look at this devil, demon-like thing. Called him a monster. They said he's by our kids. They had to chase him out of town. All because of Drago. And it was kind of sad because they kept getting attacked when they left their country. So, now they're getting attacked because of the way they look now. Well, because one of their members looked. And the princess eventually had to say, like, you know what, bro? You gotta go back over there. You gotta stay in the back. Let us ordinary people go handle the trading business and, regular business. You can't be seen. We need you when a fight comes out. You'll be the first person we grab. But besides that, you need to stay in the back. So that's basically what this video is about. And I can't wait till next week. 59. So make sure you like the video, subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next chapter review. Thanks, man.